Hello and welcome to this member tutorial for Investor Signals, and it's explaining how to use the charts, watch lists and blog service that we've recently developed. Up on screen is the chart section. So we're starting from a point here, assuming that you're registered on the 30-day trial or you are a paying member, premium member, and therefore you have access to our charts, watch lists and services that I'm about to demonstrate. I'll try to keep this to sort of 3 to 5 minute presentation and point out to you how I use this service to keep an eye on what's happening in the market, identify opportunities, and why I feel there's strong value in what it is that we're developing here. So initially, let's start with, we've got the search box up here. So if you need to type in a code, let's say we're looking for the XJO, we type in XJO, it'll give you a drop down list, toggle down, hit enter, and it'll load that particular code. With this chart, if you hold down your left mouse button, you can drag the chart around. So you can move that again by holding down your left mouse button. To zoom in and out, you've got these plus and minus here. Up on the top there are our algorithm short signals, and at the bottom here are our algorithm long signals. And this particular mark here means that we've made a post on that day where the XJO was tagged. So if I clicked on that, it'll take me through to the blog. Well, let's do that, and I'll explain briefly about the blog and then we'll jump back to the charts. So the way the blog works is there's a home page. So when you come here, I think sort of always pays, click on the home button. You can see what it is that's been recently posted. So there are our algorithm signals on the US market, so being the NASDAQ. There was yesterday afternoon's signals on the ASX. There are the posts, and you can scroll through having a look at the recent posts. If you want to navigate by coming back up here and having a look at the recent posts, if there's a particular headline there that interests you, you just click on that and it takes you to that particular headline. If you want to look at the symbols, so if you want to look up a particular stock, click on that and it'll show you posts. Whenever you need to get back to the home page, hit the home button. Likewise, if you want to go back to the charts, click on the charts. So let's do that. We'll go back to the charts here for the XJO. As far as drawing on the charts, now there's a couple of main things I just want to point out here. Segment, if you click on that, click once, click a second time to drop the line, and you can shift it around by holding down your left mouse button. You can change the angle of it. Again, so that's over here on the left hand side, and that's the segment line. The other type is just a horizontal line. So if I just wanted to draw, say, a resistance line all the way through the chart, I can use this particular function and it just drops the line all the way across. So they're the two main ones that I use, the horizontal line, or for normal sort of shorter trend lines, the segment line. Now if I want to delete something, I just put my mouse over it and right click and it removes it. So again, like let's say this line here, I want to get, actually before I remove that, let me show you the other feature that I use regularly is the annotation. So I come over here, click on annotation, click there, and let's just type in buy signal and then hit save. And again, I can drag and move that. And then up on the top here, if you want to overlay any particular study on your chart, you've got all those to choose from. If you want to change your style of chart, you've got that there. So if we wanted to look at, say, a mountain view chart instead of the colored bar chart that I normally use, if you want to adjust the period, daily, weekly, monthly, and then the important part that I find is, having a window or a regular pattern of the way you look at the market is very important to building up a recognition around, price behavior of different stocks, and obviously my focus is the ASX top 50. So let's have a quick look at sort of what process I do on a daily basis using this. So I go to watch list, I go to here and select what list it is I want to work with, and we select ASX 50. So it's loading that. I always rank them by percentage gain or loss to see where the activity in the market is. So we can see today BHP's off considerably. If we want to see what gains there are, we can see Brambles has recovered, as is James Hardie. And then if I wanted to actually look at the chart on those, I can click on the symbol over here on the left-hand side. So what we've done is we've gone to watch list, we've used this drop-down menu, and we've selected what type of list we want to work with. Then we go back to the chart, and I use these toggle arrows to begin moving through each of the stocks within the top 50. And I do this on a daily basis, looking through and adjusting sort of the trend lines, adjusting my notes on what's happening in the market, and it builds a great familiarity with, as I said, the type of patterns that are occurring in the market. So toggling through the top 50. Now, on your chart, you'll see this arrow here, and as the hint suggests, it says show Leon's charts. If you turn that on, effectively what that will be doing is showing your charts looking exactly the same as mine. So you'll see every trend line, every notation, and if I change that in real time, it'll change on your machine as well. So it's a great way. So what I do is each day when we get the algorithm signals come through, I mark support or resistance on the chart depending on whether it's a long or a short signal, and that then helps me as a reference point to sort of build a structure around what's happening in the market. I'll normally have some short-term support levels, so if price breaks below those short-term supports, it's a bit of a trigger to say, look, there may be a change in trend occurring here. So I think if you make a habit of sort of toggling through the top 50 or the top 20 stocks and turning on Leon's charts, you'll start to sort of tie in my study and analysis, especially with then complementing that with the ASX top 50 video recording that I do at the end of the month, and you'll start to recognize which algorithm signals we're taking action on, and which ones we're sort of setting up as potentials, which we'll record in our watch list. So that's the main introduction for today, and I'll do a second follow-up video to this, being the members tutorial video number 2, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you.